Hey, I'm Joel Hughes, founder of Timber and Tin, where we explore the deeper meaning of home and how thoughtful design can impact your soul. This is going to be a fun video. I want to talk about cleaning your house. Now, before you sigh and click away, stick with me because this is not your typical cleaning video, not by a long shot. I can say with 99.9% certainty that you've never seen a house cleaning video like this one, and you probably never will again. There's probably not a single one like this on the internet. And I promise, it just might change the way you see not only your home, your habits, but maybe even hope for the future. A lot of research shows a strong connection between the cleanliness and order of a home and the emotional well-being of the person who lives in it. A clean, organized space can lower stress, reduce anxiety, improve focus, and lift your mood. On the flip side, clutter and mess can leave you feeling overwhelmed, discouraged, and even depressed. And there's a lot of research that backs all that up. Here's how I think of it. A messy, cluttered house is like carrying around extra body fat. It builds up slowly over time. You may not even notice it at first, but over time, it weighs you down mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and even physically. All that mess, it's like soul fat, clogging up your clarity and your joy. In this video, like all my videos, my goal is to encourage the heck out of you, not just for your house, but for your whole life. Because cleaning isn't just about chores, it's about finding and achieving freedom, clarity, and hope. And that's always my goal for myself and for you. Now, let me be clear, I'm not here to make you feel bad about your messy house. Life is hard. We're all tired, especially if you've got kids and pets and all that stuff. I mean, you see behind me, it looks nice here. Right around the corner is my kitchen sink, and those dishes need to get done. So I don't want you to feel guilty. What you need is encouragement, and that's what I'm here to give you. Keeping a tidy home is a struggle for pretty much everyone, myself included, no doubt. But for some people that I've seen and people that I know, it becomes a major weight that seriously affects their emotional and their mental health. And that's why I want to share the system I created through trial and error. It's a simple, practical method that I call the POEMA Method. It's just the way that I started cleaning, that I always clean, and then I just kind of codified it into an easy system. It's 5 easy steps that actually work, and they've helped me and a lot of others keep a cleaner house and a cleaner head. As always, we'll look at this through the lens of theology, science, psychology, and then practical application, and we'll wrap it all up with hope and encouragement. So let's start with the theology of cleaning. Probably never heard of that, huh? Well, I just made it up. Chaos, disorder, confusion. These weren't part of the original design. They entered the world as a result of what we call the fall, when creation underwent a fundamental change, a kind of slow death, as described in Romans 8 and elsewhere. Sin didn't just affect the human heart, it ripped outward or rippled outward into the world around us. In Scripture, dirtiness, darkness, and filth are often associated with sin and brokenness. And in many ways, a cluttered, chaotic, or dirty house reflects the same kind of disarray. It doesn't cause confusion, but it definitely contributes to a foggy mind, a scattered focus, and emotional heaviness, or it's a type of manifestation of those things happening inside of us. But what I like to do is let's go a little deeper. So, being made in God's image is central to who we are. We've seen that in previous videos. The Bible teaches this. God is a God of order, beauty, intelligence, design, and creativity. And And we are created to reflect those traits. Imperfectly, yes, but still meaningfully. That's why we are wired as humans. We are hardwired to organize, classify, name things, fix things, improve things, and to create beauty. It all ties back to God's original command in Genesis to take dominion over the earth and steward and cultivate creation. It's called often the cultural mandate, to build and create culture. So if we're made in God's image, shouldn't we then automatically all have clean, beautiful, well-ordered homes? Ideally, yes, but not exactly. See, in theology, or theologically speaking, that's where the fall comes into play. In Genesis 3, humanity rebels against their creator and sin enters the world. The image of God in us is not destroyed, but it's damaged, it's marred. And so now we wrestle with fatigue, procrastination, apathy, anxiety, along with sin itself. We get distracted, we neglect things that matter the most, and we just kind of try to get by. The struggle is real for both believers and non-believers alike. Even if you're saved, you still wrestle with daily weaknesses and spiritual battles. Now, to be clear, a dirty house isn't necessarily a sin. I can't find anywhere in Scripture where it says, "Thou shalt not leave dirty dishes in the sink," okay? But a messy home can reflect the deeper battles going on inside. I get that. And it can add the emotional burden, or it can add to and amplify the emotional burden that maybe we're already carrying. So here's what I want you to take away. A clean, ordered home has power. It won't solve every problem. Far from it. But it can lift your mood. It can shift your outlook. It can create space where peace and joy can breathe again. Let's look at the science of cleaning. Let's talk about entropy. The second law of thermodynamics basically says that everything tends to go toward disorder. And that's entropy. And it's why things wear down, break down, fall apart, rust, decay, and all that stuff over time. It just goes that way. And your house, my house, is no exception. Even if no one lived in our house or your house, your home would slowly still break down. Dust would settle, paint would fade, things would corrode and decay. Now we throw humans into the mix inside that home, and we speed up the process big time. We track in dirt, we toss laundry on chairs, we forget to put things back, we scuff up the floors, we clutter piles up all around us. Add kids, pets, stress, and everyday life, and you've got a recipe for chaos on fast forward. So if you feel like cleaning is a never-ending job, it is. You're not crazy. You're just up against the law of physics. Second law of thermodynamics, entropy. Everything around you is always in a process of going to disorder. We can't stop entropy, but we can fight back with rhythm, with routine, with new habits, and with intentional effort. All right. Now, let's move from science into psychology and look at the psychology of cleaning. And we'll get more personal here. Because cleaning isn't just physical, it's emotional. A messy space often reflects a cluttered, overwhelmed mind. And if you've ever felt stressed out by just walking into a messy room, you know that this is true. Messy rooms, when my house and everything is cluttered, I am anxious, and it just amplifies my already stress-filled life. But the good news is the reverse is also true. A clean, organized space can lift your mood, reduce anxiety, and restore a sense of peace. It gives you a little piece of control in a world that often feels out of control. It's one of the very few places we actually have control over in our own lives. Studies show that clutter raises cortisol, your body's hormone, a stress hormone, and it does it especially in women. Clutter does. And that means a messy home can literally make your body feel more anxious. But when your home is clean, it boosts your internal confidence. You feel proud. You feel more capable, more motivated. And the very act of cleaning, moving your body, taking action actually releases endorphins. It clears your mind and it lifts your spirits. So, cleaning doesn't just help your house, it helps you. That's the whole point of this. I don't care about random chores. I want to help you, I want to help me. It's not about perfection, it's about creating space where you can breathe again. All right, now let's get into my practical method, the POEMA Method. And let's be honest, we all get house blind. We stop seeing the clutter. That pile by the door becomes invisible. The mess just kind of eventually blends in. And yeah, sometimes we're just too tired to care. We know what we should do, but life is exhausting. We put it off, and the mess just grows and grows, right? Sounds familiar? If you're overwhelmed, here's the first step. Start small. One room, one drawer, one day. Or if you can swing it, if you need a whole house, reset, hire a professional house cleaner for one day to help you just get that house to do that reset, to get you on a new playing field, right? But if you want a method to clean your house and to keep it clean, I want to now share the POEMA Method. It's simple, it works, and it's scalable to whatever kind of time or energy you've got. What the heck is POEMA? Poema, a lot of you know this already, but poema is a Greek word meaning workmanship or something made. It's used in the Bible to describe us as God's handiwork, his poema, his masterpiece. And that's where we get the word poem. So think of your home and yourself, but think of your home as a poem. It's something intentional, beautiful, and uniquely yours. Here's the big picture breakdown of POEMA. The P stands for prioritize. O, order. E, expel. M, maximize. A, arrange. All right, that's the big picture. Let's look at each one in a little more detail so you understand how it works. Step 1, prioritize. Attack the worst job first. Trying to clean your whole house in a day is overwhelming. I mean, I do it, but I use this method to do it, but it is overwhelming a lot of times. So start by identifying the job you dread the most, like cleaning the toilet or something, and tackle that one first. And you know exactly what it is. It's the one you keep putting off. Don't overthink it. Just grab your supplies and attack that one job you always put off. Get that monster behind you, not ahead of you. So doing the hardest job first gives you a burst of momentum and confidence that will carry you forward for the rest. Step number 2, order. Work in a systematic way. This step is the secret sauce. I mean, this is really the secret sauce to the POEMA Method. Don't clean randomly. That's a trap. You'll jump from room to room, spot to spot, feeling like you're getting nowhere, and you'll end up quitting. Instead, work in a systematic and an orderly way. Start at one end of the house, like the front door or the entryway. Pick one corner of that space and clean it thoroughly. Organize it, dust it, whatever you got to do. Then move methodically to the next section, either to the right or to the left. Work your way around the entire house this way. When you're doing this, focus what's right in front of you. Don't zoom out and look at the big picture. Micro focus, not macro, micro focus. That focus helps break through clutter blindness. Suddenly, you'll notice that box that you haven't touched in 6 months that's sitting in the corner, or the pile of shoes you stopped seeing months ago. You'll start to see them when you focus in one area. Watch one space transform like this, and it'll build motivation in you to keep going throughout the rest of the house. So work systematically. Step 3, expel. Declutter like a boss. This is the most emotionally difficult part for most people, but it's also the most freeing. You've got to get rationally ruthless. Create 3 piles for your house: trash, donate, sell, or 1 pile, trash. If you don't use it, love it, or even notice it anymore, it's time to let it go. The more you clear out, the more peace you'll create. Less stuff equals less stress, less fat on your soul. Get ruthless. Step 4, maximize. Find and use dead space. Now that you've cleared the clutter, it's time to get creative. Look around your house and find those unused dead spaces. Under beds, in closets, above the fridge, behind doors, even high up in wall spaces that aren't being used. Can you add, maybe you could put a shelf up there, a storage bin, a hanging rack. Most people leave tons of vertical and hidden space unused. This step helps you make the most out of every inch of your house. And I used to live in a 400 square foot tiny house, my wife did, so we know how to maximize hidden space. It works. Step 5, arrange. Create systems that stick. Now it's time to bring in the reinforcements. Go on Amazon, Wayfair, Facebook Marketplace, or Pinterest and find smart, stylish ways to organize those spaces I just talked about. Maybe it's a drawer divider. Maybe it's a little bin somewhere, or stackable bins. Maybe it's a lazy Susan that will change your pantry forever. I don't know. And if you need help, hire a handyman or a professional organizer. Sometimes it takes a fresh set of eyes to find smart solutions, or call your friend who's good at this stuff to come over and help you organize and clean. A bonus step that I like to include is to reward yourself. So this would be number 6. If you make it through all these steps and you actually clean your house, like from top to bottom, you are a superhero for real. So you should reward yourself. Pick something small but meaningful. For me, for my wife, it's a good dinner in bed, a favorite movie, and a scoop or 2 of chocolate ice cream together. Like, that's a great little easy, simple reward. We actually kind of do that like all the time. Whatever lights you up, build it in as a reward. Give yourself something to look forward to. It'll help motivate you when you're halfway through scrubbing a bathroom and wondering why you started this in the first place. Having that reward to give yourself helps push you there. Let me offer you 2 final pro tips. Pro tip number 1, tidy as you go. This is a new habit that you may need to develop. New habits take intention. If you see it, do it. If you smelt it, they dealt it, right? If you see it, clean it. Put things back when you're done. Clean up the mess right away. The mess monster grows every time we say, I'll do it later. If you have to make new sticky notes and put them around, things that say, tidy now, put it away or pick it up. Make reminders, because you are probably having to build new habits. I'm always having to build these habits because it's easy to slip back. And read the book called Make Your Bed by Admiral William M. McRaven. It's a short, little, amazing, inspirational book that will motivate the heck out of you to not only make your bed, clean your house, but change your life. Pro tip number 2, schedule it. Don't just hope it happens. Make it happen. Pick a day, block off time, put it on the calendar, treat it like a job, treat it like an appointment. Make it sacred, right? You're taking dominion of your space. You're bringing life, beauty from ashes, all that stuff. Get accountability if you need it, but make it intentional, schedule it. Think of yourself as God's agent, bringing order out of chaos and beauty out of the ashes. So put it on your calendar, make it happen. All right, that's it. If your house feels heavy, messy, or overwhelming, I want you to know you're not alone. We all feel it. Life is hard. We fall behind. We get tired. That doesn't mean you've failed. It just means you need a little help, maybe some new direction, and maybe a little bit of hope. This video is not just about cleaning your house. Like, great, clean your house. It's really about showing you why it's important and uplifting you, encouraging you. And hey, if you're in East Texas and you need help organizing, refreshing, designing, reclaiming your space, Timber and Tin is here to help. Click the link below in the description to learn more all about that. If this video has helped you, encouraged you, or opened your eyes in a new way, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. That way you won't miss what's coming next, because I got a lot of this stuff planned on home design and all that good stuff from a Christian, science, psychological perspective, all that good stuff, tying it together into practical application for you. All right, that's enough. Thanks for watching. Bye.